Hey girl, hey, it's Shamar and welcome back to another video on my channel. I have not done a sit down video in so long, but by the title of this video you guys know what we're about to get into. As you guys know, I'm currently pregnant. I would get up and show you guys belly right now, but I don't feel like doing all of that. But I am currently in my second trimester. This is my first pregnancy, and I posted a Q&A on my Instagram and you guys left me some questions, so I'm going to dive into all of that. But before I do so, I'm also going to go over some of like how my first trimester was, because when I found out that I was pregnant, I kept a little notes app on my phone and I kind of wrote down like symptoms that I was having and different like things that was going on. So I'm just going to run through that and then we'll get into all the questions. Don't mind if I'm looking to the side. I'm trying to make sure I'm in view and everything looks good. I found out that I was pregnant officially August 1st. You guys saw me take the test. I knew initially something was happening because a week leading up to that I was having really bad cramps, and I remember when I worked in my at my last job, someone, like one of my co-workers that had 2 kids, she told me about implantation cramping. She was like, you know, this is when it's like really bad. It feels like period cramps, but it's just a little bit harder. And you guys, I was getting up during the middle of the night multiple times, like crunched over in the bathroom, just like going through it. I'm like, God, this hurts so bad. Like, this cannot be period cramps. Like, I'm waiting for my period to come. My period don't come. My boobs were tender. I was getting period symptoms, but I knew the cramps were a little too strong, and I'm like, something is not right. So that was like my first tingly thing. It's funny because I wrote down stuff in my notes. I wrote, Pico called me at 4 and told me I love you and you're going to be such a good mom. I think that's your purpose on earth. Literally the day that I took the test, you guys know I did not tell him, and that was a conversation we had later that day. Right after I took the test, he just called me and I think I had my nephews, and that's why he made that comment, like, you're gonna be such a good mom. Little did he know I was baking in the oven, and he even know that. So I just thought that was like, wow. I bawled when he texted me that. So my symptoms for my first trimester, let's get into it. First trimester took your girl out. I was down bad and sad. I was literally a zombie, and I'm not exaggerating. It was on a scale of 1 to 10, it was like a 9.8. It wasn't a 10 because I would have died at a 10, pretty much. My symptoms were, I started peeing a lot. I was very sleepy. I slept so much my first trimester. Like, I took about 2 to 3 naps a day. It's like I woke up, I tried to eat something, and I got back into bed. Thank God I was not working my first trimester. Like, thank God you know, everything happens for a reason. And you guys know I left my job last year, well, earlier this year. And if I had to get up and go into the office every morning, babes, I don't know how I would have survived. Because like I took like 3 naps a day. Like, I would wake up, pee, eat, brush my teeth, go back to sleep. Then I would get up, watch a movie, go back to sleep. Then I would get up, eat again, go back to sleep. Like, I was asleep. I was so asleep. And I slept because another symptom I had was nausea. The nausea kicked in. When I first went to my first doctor's appointment, she was like, oh, what are your symptoms? I was like, oh, I'm feeling good. Like, at that time, I wasn't nauseous. I was feeling good still. I think I started getting nausea. I put week 6 and 7. I found out I was pregnant at week 5 or 4, going into my 5th week. Yeah. I found out very early. I knew I was pregnant before I took the test, pretty much. And I knew I was pregnant, like, very early on. So before I found out that I was pregnant, I was peeing a lot. I had really bad cramps. My boobs were tender. And then I missed my period. So I was like, okay, took the test, blah, blah, blah. Then once I finally knew I was pregnant, I started being very, very tired, gassy. The gas don't stop, babes. Slight nausea, a little bit of back pain, and a lot of peeing. We told Pico's parents on his dad's birthday, and I just think that is so cute. Like, I am a stickler for making things feel special, so like I always try to plan stuff out, and I was like, let's tell your dad on his birthday. That's his birthday gift, and it just worked out so perfectly. I kept it to myself for about a week, and then we kept it to ourselves. Well, Pico kept it to himself for a couple hours, then he told his best friend and my sister. Pico started this thing where every week, once I reached to another week of counting my pregnancy, he would bring me something. Like, he would bring me a gift. So it was either flowers or like a mango. Like, it was the randomest things that I like, or ice cream or a cake, stuff like that to make me feel rewarded. But you guys, I was so sick. I slept a lot. That was my whole first trimester. Basically, to sum up my first trimester, I felt like a zombie. Now that I'm in my second trimester and I have my energy back, I realized how out of it I was. Like, my body completely felt like it was not mine. It felt like I was in a daze. Like, I was just like trying to get through the day. I was just so sick. Walking into the grocery store, I wanted to throw up. Going outside for a walk, I wanted to throw up. Smelling Pico, I wanted to throw up. Smelling his laundry, doing his laundry, that still bothers me. I want to throw up. Like, the scents, going in the grocery store, the meat section, it was tough. I also went to Jamaica my first trimester, and luckily that was the beginning of my pregnancy when I was in Jamaica. You guys didn't even know that, and I didn't vlog, but I went to Jamaica for my my grandfather's funeral, and I was so nervous that I was going to be so sick, because you know Jamaica has a lot of smells and scents. But I only would get sick in the morning, and then I would like drink a lot of ginger beer in Jamaica, and it would kind of like settle me. But I was eating more frequently. Like, I always had something to eat, so it kept the nausea at bay. If I don't eat, I'm sick, and if I eat something that baby don't like, I'm sick. Oh, another thing, let's talk about it. This is a little embarrassing. Once I was vomiting, I was also peeing. Not like peeing, gushing pee, but like tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. So you know how many times I had to wash my bathroom mask because I'm like hover over into the toilet and I'm peeing at the same time. I never knew that was a pregnancy thing. I took so many showers. Pissy, just pissy. It was so bad. If I'm out and I'm trying to vomit, I have to cross my legs or like hold my crotch. It was bad. Nobody told me about that one. Nobody told me about that one. Second trimester, less nausea. I feel good now. I have my energy back. I don't take naps anymore. I'm a new girl, but the nipples, tender. The boobs, tender. I don't want to off limits. Crusty. The nipples are crusty. You got to put stuff on there. Back pain is a lot right now. Somebody told me I need to sleep with a pillow in between my legs, but I'm about to start going to the chiropractor or getting massages. But the back pain is the worst right now. That's pretty much the only symptom I have. I still get nauseous. I still have really bad gagging. I'm drinking a lot more water. I'm a lot more thirsty now. I could only drink cold water. So yeah, those are the things. I am so excited right now because I could feel baby move and she's kicking around. I found out that I'm having a girl, by the way, so yeah. But baby is moving, she's kicking around, and that's like my favorite part. I love seeing her in ultrasound. Didn't know that you get less ultrasounds in your pregnancy. I thought you got an ultrasound at every checkup, but yeah, they don't, and it kind of makes the appointment less enjoyable for me. But yeah, that was kind of like a sum up of how my pregnancy has been. Like I said, I'm currently in my second trimester right now, and things are good. I have my energy back. I'm happy. I'm not moody. I can get emotional, like I can cry, but not as much as I expected, because I was a crier before I was pregnant. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest, babes. Okay, so now we are about to dive into the questions that you guys asked. Like I said, I posted a poll on my Instagram and you guys asked a ton of questions, and also on my YouTube. So I'm just gonna pick them randomly. One of the first questions I see is, are you excited to be a mom? I'm so excited to be a mom. I think I was born to be a mom, even though I always said I'm not ready for kids, I'm not ready for kids. The reality is, the world that we live in, I was not ready to bring a baby into this world, into my situation. But me as a person, I've always wanted to be a mom. Like, that has always been the end goal in my head. Like, what I look forward to is raising my kids, having a family. Like, I am a very nurturing person. I'm a bossy, people could say bossy, like mommy-ish person. I enjoy having kids. I love kids. I love babies. If you bring your baby around me, I will love on that baby. I'm drawn to babies. So I'm very excited to have my own, and especially a little girl. Like, I'm just over the moon. Were you on birth control? No, I was not. I have not been on birth control. Is this TMI? I don't know. But I have not been on birth control for a majority of our relationship. I was on birth control maybe like the first year. But birth control messed me up. I was so emotional. I was so moody. I was just down in the dumps. Like, you hate me. I hate myself. Everybody hate me. The hormones were kicking my ass. So I got off of it. I regulated my body. I also was very in tune with like my vaginal health and my gut health and everything. And I remember when I was in FAU, I used to go to the health clinic, and I got really close with the doctor, and I just always picked her brain about stuff. And she would tell me, like, you know, you're on birth control, but before you have a kid, you want to make sure that stuff is out your system, because it could really mess you up. And I really took that to heart, and I knew I always wanted to have kids, and they say birth control could prevent you from having kids. So once she told me that, and I finally decided I'm going to come off of it because of the hormones, I didn't want to get on any other type of contraceptive or birth control, because I knew I wanted it out my system completely. So I was not on birth control. How has your pregnancy been so far? I'm loving the glow, by the way. Can't wait for the reveal. Oh, so the reveal happened. It's a girl. She put a pink card, so she knew. But how has my pregnancy been so far? Like I said, first trimester kicked my ass. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. It makes me scared to get pregnant again, but now I'm enjoying it. I feel pretty. I'm enjoying my pregnancy. I still have my days where it's just like, but for the most part, right now I'm good and I'm happy. And I'm looking forward, and I'm in that mode of just like, I need to get on my shit. Somebody said, I remember when you dropped the babysitting for a day video, now you got your own. I'm like, I know, right? What's your initial feelings when you first found out? I was shocked. Seeing pregnant on a pregnancy test will hit the wind out of you. And I felt like the wind was hit out of my system. Like I couldn't fathom. I'm like, wow. Like, seeing it and thinking about it, and no, it's just two different things. And like, I felt like the world was moving in slow motion. I'm happy I did it by myself, because I kind of got to feel, and after I really sit in silence. Like, once I turned off the camera, like, I really sat in silence and like, just like, damn, you're about to be a mom. Like, it really hits you, like, I don't know. And then all the anxiety comes, like, oh my God, I need, like, my whole life is going to change. Like, I need to change this. I need to do better. Like, you start nitpicking at every little area of your life, and like, it's not good enough. It needs to be better. So that was my initial feelings. How was your first trimester? The worst. The absolute worst. I hated it. I hated it. The nausea alone. The nausea. Some people don't have bad nausea, but for me, it was every day. I threw up every day. Multiple times a day. One story is like, one time out, this was around going to Jamaica time. I had to help my sister get my nephews their passports, and it was kind of in a rush because we were traveling for a death, so it came up very sudden. So I was like driving in Miami on the interstate, and I needed to vomit. I had a hat on my head, and my sister's in the passenger seat, and I'm like, I need to throw up, I need to throw up. She's like, we don't have anything in the car. She was like, take off your hat. She took my hat off, and I threw up in the fitted while speeding down 95 and peeing. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was horrible. Have you had any weird cravings? Not really. The only thing I crave is like a soda. That I never used to drink a lot of sodas before I was pregnant, but now it's like a ginger ale, a pineapple Fanta, or when I was in Jamaica, I was drinking ginger beers a lot. But like, I need something with fizz. That's my only like craving. I've also been like on McDonald's. Like, my first trimester, I was on like McDonald's a lot, like McDonald's fry and a McChicken with sweet and sour sauce. I never used to eat that before I was pregnant. So cereal now, but like, I'm so lactose, like, I don't know. But I think only thing is like soda. It's like, I could go through some soda now, and it's not good. My doctor's like, drink sparkling water, which I do, but nothing beats a nice ginger ale, you know what I mean? Did you have any idea before that you might be pregnant before you missed your period? Yes, I knew. My body, your body tells you. Feels like period symptoms, But if you're very in tune with your body like I am, I know when my period is about to come. My period was very regular. I knew exactly what my body was going through. This was a little different, so I kind of had an idea. Now, I didn't think I was pregnant because I'm like, oh, we slipped up, we had an accident, because both of us didn't know shit. Like, we were just looking at each other like, when did this happen? But as far as like my body feeling weird, I kind of knew. It's like you have that intuition, like something's going on. How are both of y'all mentally during this process? I think we're happy. Like I said, I have my days where it's just like I'm fixated on just getting every aspect of my life to be perfect, which is never gonna happen, but that's how I am. But I think overall we're very happy. We're looking forward. It's exciting. It's something new. So mentality wise, we are good, thank God. Will this affect the wedding? Obviously, wedding is pushed back. Having a wedding is, I know a lot of you guys had that question. The wedding is so far out of my mind right now. If you know, you know, but the wedding is so far out of my mind. Maybe after baby come, I need to get my body right. You know what I mean? I need to be able to leave my baby to go on honeymoon with my husband. Like, so it's gonna be a while before we plan the wedding. Maybe when she's 1 and she could walk and be in the wedding. Are you truly ready for motherhood? I think I am. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited. It gives me a new lease on life. I feel like it's just like the excitement that comes with it, all the anticipation. It's just, I'm ready. Did you want a boy or a girl? Yeah, no, I wanted a girl. I've always wanted a girl. I've like, ever since I pictured myself being a mom, it's always been a girl. And then to make it worse, like, I had 2 nephews. I've been through that phase of buying only boy stuff and being around boy toys and boy. And I'm like, we need a razzle-dazzle. We need to throw something in there. So, how do you have sex with your belly? That's my man asking that question. You should know. I don't think it matters. At least for me, not right now. It's the same, in a sense. Just don't squish me and my baby. TMI? Oh well. Was it planned? It was not planned. We did not have this in our bingo card this year. If it was up to me, we would have waited until the end of next year, ideally, after we had our wedding. But God had different plans. How do you feel now that you know you're having a mini-me? You were manifesting it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. She's just going to be the sweetest, sassiest little thing. If she's anything like me. Just have so much personality. Like, I have so much personality, and I feel like a little mini-me is going to have so much personality and just be... Hopefully she's like more of a girly girl than like a tomboy, because her daddy's going to be putting her into sports and stuff. But I'm so excited. Have you picked a name? Have you thought about a birth plan? I feel like picking a name is the hardest thing. It's the hardest thing. I have like 4 names that I'm jumping back and forth between, and it's just like the hardest thing. And if you have any name suggestions, please leave them below. I want something pretty. I don't know. It's like, how do you name someone for the rest of their life? Like, why would y'all put that on me? An indecisive person. Like, I'm so indecisive, y'all don't even understand. My indecisiveness stopped me from doing a lot of things because I can't decide, and I just be like, forget it. Picking a baby's name is the hardest thing. But like I said, I have 4 names I'm going back and forth towards, and I keep saying it to myself every day. I keep writing it down on paper, and I'm like, what is your name? But I honestly don't feel like I'm going to pick her name until like up until the very end. Are you going to have a birth vlog? Yes, I am. I pray that I get, like, I have this vision of my birth, how I want it to go, and I know it doesn't really happen how I planned, but like, I want the mood to be set, and I want to be able to capture that moment. I would love pictures in the birthing room. I would love a really clear video of what's going on. But you know, I know how some hospitals are these days. I still have to go tour my hospital, and I'll ask that question if we could record. But yeah, definitely going to be vlogging either way, even if y'all don't see in the moment what's going on. I'm still gonna have a vlog. So now a lot of questions about moving, where we're gonna be, So initially we plan to move, yes, but I don't think we're gonna move for another couple of months. but we're going to be doing something exciting in that sense, like renovating and doing stuff. So stay tuned for that. But I don't think we're going to move. We're still pondering and figuring life out. The plan was always to move. It's so funny because what you plan, God just laughs. But the plan was for us to get our own place in January. Now, obviously, baby came and threw a wrench and everything, and it's just like we have to rethink our whole life and our whole being and what makes sense for baby. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to move, but stay tuned for what we are going to do, though. Do you consider yourself a stay-at-home mom? Yes, but with income. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I still have income. I'm going to be doing a life update on me. These are all baby questions. I'm not trying to give it all away, but stay tuned. I'm coming with a life update soon. I'm just going to read them as I see them on YouTube. What are you looking forward to the most about being a mom? What core values do you want to instill in your child based on your life experiences so far? What am I looking forward to the most about being a mom is loving someone unconditionally and having my family, because I've always wanted that. I've always wanted something that was mine. I've always been like a lover girl, a family girl. I think me and Pico have the perfect dynamic, and we were just so ready to start our own little family and our own little traditions, and I'm just looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to doing the mom stuff. Also looking forward to, like I said, just having my own family, just growing up a person with what I think is good and pure, and seeing how that reflects in the world. Like, I'm really excited for that. I feel like it'll be dope. What core values do you want to instill in your child? Respectable, mannerable kid. Like, you know, the kid that they have stuff to say, but it's not in a disrespectful way. It's just like they're smart and their brain works. That was me as a kid. Like, I asked a lot of questions. Pico told me, he was like, I can't imagine having a daughter like you, because y'all are gonna break my brain. Like, I'm asking all the questions, and I hope my daughter is just as like on it. But just being respectful, being a lady, being put together, the ambition, the drive. Like, I want to instill all of that in my kid. To be loving, how to be more soft. I feel like I'm very aggressive, and I just want my daughter to be a little bit more soft. I don't know if that's the right word I'm using, but I don't know. And then just how to be like a good human. Like, you know, those people that's like, people just like being around you. I want my daughter to be that person. How would you describe being pregnant physically, like the sensations? This is a good question. At first, honestly, like the first trimester, it doesn't feel like anything different. It feels like your body is just being put through hell, but you can't tell that it's because of baby. Like, I don't feel like I had a baby. I didn't feel like I had a baby in me until I went to the ultrasound and heard her heartbeat and saw her, because you can't feel anything. But your body overall is having a lot of changes. So you feel like you've gotten a fight and your body is just trying to recover every day, or like you're just getting over a hangover and your body's just fighting to get back to its normal. That's what being pregnant in the first trimester was. Now it's more like I feel her kicks. So I feel that it feels like little bubbles in your belly. I tell people, like, if you put your tongue on the inside of your cheek, like, it feels like that sensation. Yeah, it feels like when you're going up a roller coaster and you drop, and that little dip in your stomach, like, that's what it feels like physically. And it's, I love when she moves. Girl, you look so good. Pregnancy looks good on you. And Pika's gonna do it again and again. Thank you, babes, but I'm gonna need him back up off of me. Okay, because I need a break after this. But thank you. I do feel like I'm pretty. I do feel like I'm glowing. I do feel like that. I know the ugly phase is going to come in pregnancy, because it does for most women. And I'm going to embrace that too. But right now I feel good. But when the nose starts spreading, the face starts swelling up, you know what I mean? I'm going to embrace that too. And y'all will see that. And don't come for me. That's all I'm going to say. How are you feeling? Any mood swings? What are your plans for feeding your baby? I don't think I have mood swings. Pico would say that. He would probably look at me like, you're crazy, because I think about everything. But I don't say it's mood swings. Sometimes I do get emotional though, and I do cry. So my emotions are high on some days, but it's not every day. Most days I'm chill. Most days I'm like chill. I think. Ask him that, he might say something different. Your plans for feeding baby. I want, my intentions are going in with being a breastfed baby, on boob and pumping. So I'm not going to exclusively breastfeed, but I do want to try exclusive breast milk up until like maybe like the 6-week mark, or the somewhere around there. I don't really know. I still have to do my research, but I don't want to introduce formula right away. I want to do breast milk first. If you have any thoughts on that, leave that down below. I'm interested in people's opinions, but I do know that I don't want to introduce formula right as she's out. I want to pump and be able for like Pico to be able to feed her, and I want to try to breastfeed. I don't know how that's gonna go. I know people say it's painful. I'm kind of scared of losing the shape of my boobs and all of that vein stuff that comes with it, but I know how beneficial breast milk is, so I want to give it a try. So you're going to be a stay-at-home mommy with content creation as your job. Do you plan to go back into the work field? I do plan when baby is here to be a stay-at-home mom and still content create. So yeah. What birth method are you planning on using? I still don't know. I honestly have disassociated from birth. I feel like I'm not going to start thinking about that until my very last trimester. I'm still in the phase of just like, I need to wrap my head around the fact that I'm pregnant and about to have a kid. Not how I'm about to have this kid. But I would be lying if I say I'm going to do it natural, because I hate pain. It would be nice, but if that thing is hitting me in my cranium and I cannot think straight, I'm getting an epidural. I would love to do a water birth. I've always said I would want to do a water birth, because I know when I'm like in pain or cramping, I can sit in water and I feel soothed, but I don't know how realistic that is. So I'm going to work on that a little bit later. I don't know yet. I'll come back to you guys with that one. But I would love to do a natural water birth. Don't quote me on it. Will you record your labor and delivery? I want to. Yes, I'm going to try. What are things you're doing to prepare for labor? Right now, nothing. I do want to start. I am starting working out again. I'm starting to work out again. So that's like helping me prepare for labor. I want to be active more than I am right now. First trimester took me out. I could not work out. Second trimester, I feel better. I need to force myself to do it though, because you know, once you're getting back into the gym, your body just don't want to do it. And I think that's the phase that I'm in. Not that I can't do it, but I'm lazy. So I want to get back into that, and in my third trimester be active and working out and in the pool, and that will help me with labor. What supplements are you taking? Right now I'm only taking my my prenatals, because my doctor said I don't need to double up on anything else. It has iron. I picked a prenatal. It has iron, folate, and I think I want to say chlorine, but it's not chlorine, it's choline. The only thing I'm taking right now, because my iron level is good. She said not to take anything else. So when is the wedding? After baby's here, maybe like in 2025, 6. I don't know, y'all. Do you have any crazy cravings? No. Is this the time you had in mind to have a kid, or did it just happen? It definitely did just happen, but it happened in a good time where I am okay with it happening. It's not exactly on my bingo cards for this year, but it was definitely kind of on the bingo cards for next year. So technically she's coming in the year that I wanted her to come, but just earlier than I wanted to be pregnant next year. Does that make sense? But I'm okay with it. I'm happy. I think everything happens for a reason, and this is my reason to just go a little bit harder and get it together. So yeah, I think those are all the questions that are not repeated. Pico is happy. Our family's happy. They're all looking forward to it. Overall, my mental is good. I'm happy. Me and Pico's relationship is still good. I saw somebody say that. Like, I feel like we were made for this in a sense. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to see him be a dad and me be a mom, and just having our own little family. And yeah, I think that's it for this Q&A portion. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a life update soon. I want to get into vlogging. Like, let me know what y'all want to see, pregnancy related or just do my regular videos. I keep looking to the side, I'm sorry. But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the well wishes and congratulations and all the positive things that you guys have been saying to me throughout this journey. I definitely want to share more. I just don't know what to share. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions, leave them down below. I'll probably put them in with the live update video that I'm going to be filming in a couple of weeks. Leave your name suggestions below for a little girl. So much for watching, and I can't wait for us to go on the rest of the journey and when baby gets here and like doing all the things for prepping. So stay tuned, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.